Well, now that we got introductions out of the way, uh, first off, welcome to Shock Nation Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. Glad to be here. Yeah, but there's one thing I wanted to point out because for some odd reason, there's been a I don't know if this was a prank or a practical joke, but Tyler Watson, I hopefully you know that this contract signing will not commence until you return the world championship to Jeffrey Albritton. I mean, I don't know if you thought this was a if you thought this was gonna commence without the champion and the proper challenger. I mean, I don't know if you were delusional, but hey, look. I'm not here to start trouble. I'm here to be peacemaker about this. So, thank you for placing the title on the table. Now, to your right of the championship comes the contract. This is the contract that guarantees 3 stages of hell. Now, the first 2 falls are for your decision only. The last fall is my decision. So, best believe, whatever the third fall is, will determine the winner and the new champ or retention of the championship. So, hopefully y'all know that. But after this match, there is no rematch. Hopefully you read the clause that I put on page 17 of the contract. That whether the champion is successful or not, Jeffrey, hopefully you read that. You lose this match, there is no rematch for you. So you better make this one count. So now I'm gonna give the floor to Jeffrey Albritton to start off, because he's the defending champion, so he gets first say, obviously. So, Jeffrey, floor is yours.
Nope. I can't lie. I'm kind of nervous when it comes to this match. Because, matter of fact, this is the first time in both of our careers we're sharing the same ring at the same time, one-on-one. Never before, and possibly never again. So, why don't we just capitalize off the moment? Why don't we just give these fans here their money's worth, shall we? Because there's a lot I want to get off my chest. Some of them aimed towards you. Some of it aimed towards other people that shall not be named. See, when you came here to Shock Nation Wrestling nearly a decade ago, I have had very little to high hopes for you. And honestly, I can say here with every shred of confidence, I thought you'd be a bust. I honest to God, thought that you'd be a bust. Like the rest of those guys that came here, talked a big game, won the world title, and then after their first reign, they dip. But you basically proved me wrong. See, this guy right here, this guy proved why he was the final boss during his first title reign. I can't believe I'm saying this. This guy proved why he was the final boss, because by hook or by crook, he got the job done. 696 days, the longest run in history. I'll give you all the props in the world. But see, that doesn't... Now, although I respect your accomplishments, I just don't respect you. Because out of that entire experience as world champion, what have you done to elevate others? Who have you elevated since becoming world champion? Let's think. You ran or Eric Kornetsky's name into the dirt. Let's see. Mikey Truth was never the same since. Hell, we haven't seen Eric Kornetsky since you beat him back at Warzone 5. I mean, hell, the only person that was truly elevated out of that point was the guy that beat you for the World Championship the first time. Must I mention his name?
How dare you, Jeffrey? You see, I've always despised you. Because I knew that you have pull in this company. and you wanted to keep me down. I walked in 2017. What happened? You looked at me. In fact, you looked down on me. You didn't believe that one day I'd be in this position right now, looking for my third world title. The locker room didn't believe it. These morons didn't believe it. So you can't blame me for being such a bad apple. You can't blame me for the things I do. See, I had to do despicable things just to get a world title match. You think I enjoyed holding your show hostage to even get a world title match? No, but I realised it had to be done. It had to be done because I had enough of the disrespect from commentators talking over me, from these fans booing over me, and people like you that are complete narcissists thinking that this match wouldn't ever happen. Somewhere deep down, we both knew this was inevitable, because our issues stretch back years. And for me, it started when I was forced to vacate my Intercontinental Championship. You see, everyone else got to keep their belts. I was forced to vacate mine. So you can't blame me for being such a bad guy. And then I went on to compete in a 4-way match for the world title. I was the first one eliminated. Do you know why? Because your friend Adam Oliver. And then I beat him in a cage match to get back. Oh, what was his name? Sean Walsh. But then you sent a Wolfman to come at me. And that was the second time I got screwed out of the world title. And then the heat really got up there, didn't it? When I beat down Mark Kennedy and forced a one-on-one world title match. All that could have been avoided. So what happened that episode was your fault. Because you're right, I became world champion because of you. And for 2 years I dominated this company, main event after main event. For 696 days I was the face of this company. I was carrying it on my back. You look at some of the best shows this company's ever done, I was in the main event of all of them. And then you decide to send a Carolina Reaper. And then what happened? He quit as well. You see, I didn't quit. It was unlike those all-star pricks. I had something to prove. You see, I didn't forget the look in your eyes when I was 17. And here I am, 24 years old, and going for my third world title. And I can say, with every fibre of my being, I just hate you. Because now, at TakeOver, I've got a chance to make you pay for everything. And we'll see if I'm such a bust when I beat you all over the arena. Because you know what? Let's just go into it. I'm gonna make you suffer. I'm gonna break you. I'm gonna make sure you feel everything I've felt for the past 7 years. Because the first fall is a submissions count anywhere match. I can tap you in the ring, on that announce desk, in the crowd, in the back. It don't mean a thing to me. What matters is that I tap you out. And let me tell you something. Your suffering is assured, Jeffrey. Because 3 stages of hell, oh, it's personal for me. It's a culmination of the past 7 years of my career. And it's gonna be so satisfying to see you tap. Because I want you to apologize for everything. And when I look into your eyes, I'll ask one question. Am I truly a bust or the final fucking boss?
You think you have everything all No, Ben, no, Ben, I ain't done. Shut up. I'm not finished. So, you think you have everything figured out, don't you? Everything that you've ever done here in Shock Nation Wrestling was because of me. As a matter of fact, you think you're the only one that's basically benefiting from this match? No. See, there's a specific story I like to talk about you because this goes all the way back in 2018. And funny thing is, it had nothing to do with Shock Nation Wrestling. It has everything to do with a little organization known as Call All Stars. Oh, did you really think I forget? Oh, no. See, their little voting system that happened over there, see, they placed you above me. Why? In what universe is Jeffrey Albritton less of an athlete than Tyler Watson? And I competed in more matches than you, and they voted you over me? That's when I took it personally. Because I knew, it's like, you know what? I gotta make this kid earn every bit of it. So yeah, excuse me for being an unbiased, but matter of fact, see, 2018, that was the tailgate of my career. I was supposed to retire back then because I let guys like Mason Chronic, Sean Walsh, Brandon Wolf, Trey Jeter, Adam Oliver, Joshua Campbell, those guys were supposed to take Shock Nation Wrestling to the stratosphere. Those guys earned their stripes, or at least most of them did. But see, guys like you, yeah. And not to mention, is I'm glad that you brought up the whole 696-day title reign thing, because notice what former world champions have you beaten within that stretch of time? Oh, but you were defending the championship against it. And as a matter of fact, you said you were going against main event after main event. Well, last I checked, those main events were really catered to the Intercontinental Champion at the time. You forgot about Rockstone? You only got, like, what, one main event after your entire title reign. And then all of a sudden, you somehow turned a world championship into a mid-card title. How do you feel about that? And yes, it was because of me that you became world champion. Because at the end of the day, I gave you the green light. And I regret it ever since. Because look what you've done to the world title's legacy. My legacy. And I've took it personally ever since. But I do have to get credit where credit is due. See, at least you care enough. See, you, unlike the rest of the guys that I just mentioned, see, most of them quit. And yeah, you're right. You didn't quit. I commend you for that. That's probably as far as my respect for you goes. But see, I can't say I hate you because, see, if this was like, what, 7 years ago, I would be able to say that I would hate you then. Me, I almost pity you. Because notice how Shock Nation Wrestling is the only place where you're able to continue your call career because truth be told, COH has been back for the past 2 years now, and I haven't seen you once over there. Was it because that Travis didn't want you back? I mean, I don't know. You might want to ask him. But, matter of fact, BCW has spots available. Greg could have took you in. We already know Trey wasn't going to allow you to go step foot anywhere near WSX. I mean, REW may have some spots. Billy's show's available. But you chose to stay to Shock Nation Wrestling. And I commend you for that. But see, how many matches have you had since winning your world title the second time? Oh, wait. Let's see. The match that you had with Joshua Campbell, the match that you had with Jason, not going to mention his name because he's still canceled, the match that you had with Mark Kennedy at Genesis, and the match that you had after you dropped the title. Oh, wait, no. So that's like 5 matches now. You had 5 matches in the span of what, a year? See, no wonder why you only have 1 MVP to your name. And now I have 4. Oh, by the way, newsflash, your 2024 Shock Nation Wrestling MVP is Jeffrey Albert, by the way. Yeah, hopefully y'all know that. I'll do a victory speech later, but now this is about you. See, you spent the last 7 minutes spewing a bunch of nonsense about how you're gonna make me suffer, and as a matter of fact, I'm glad you said that. You're gonna make me suffer, but see, this isn't just 1 fall. This is 3. And Ben, hopefully you're able to say what the last one is, because now the second fall, see, I don't want anybody else getting involved because when I get my hands on you inside of this steel cage, all bets are off. You won't be able to benefit from your cronies. You won't be able to benefit from anybody. It's just you and me. And let's see how good your bark is compared to your bite, because I've given you 7 years. 7 years worth of frustration, and it better be enough. It better be enough to finish me off. Because I'm at the tailgate of my career. Because if you don't beat me now, at the stage of my career, at this stage of my career, this is what, 12 years to your 7, going on 8? If you don't beat me now, what then? What is Tyler Watson's career going to look like after you lose? And this is for the World Championship, but nonetheless. So, and I'll give you credit, this could possibly be the peak of my title reign. Because of who I'm facing. I'm facing the longest reigning champion in company history. I'll give you that much respect. But challenging for this championship and winning it is 2 different stories. See, speaking of stories, there's a lot of stories that people like Ryan Robinson can tell you. Like Adam Oliver, like Joshua Campbell. All these Hall of Famers that I've been in the ring with. They can tell you, I don't stay down easily. So whatever you got planned, and oh, by the way, with those brass knuckles, you think you're the only one that's carrying around weapons? See, you got that brass knuckles. I got a whole baseball bat. Let's see who hits who first. But I digress. Watson, at this Premier Live event, will change both of our careers. So Ben, why don't you go tell him what the last fall is? I'm getting sick and tired of seeing his stupid-looking face.
Ben, before you reveal the third stipulation, I just want to say one more thing. As if this prick can keep his mouth shut.
And why don't you come over and mention
Don't
shut
you
up?
ever mention COH to me again.
Or what? What you gonna do?
Because that
What you gonna do?
almost
What are you gonna
ruined
do?
my career. And as for the cage match, fine. Because last time I was in a steel cage, I beat your golden boy, Adam Oliver. And at TakeOver, it's gonna be no different. When I tap you out and beat you in a cage match.
Motherfucker, think you gonna sweep me?
Now Ben,
Okay. No.
reveal
Ben,
the
go ahead,
stipulation.
Go ahead. Gentlemen, please. Good God. Save this energy for the Premier Live event. Golly, I can't afford to have you two come to blows before this match happens. Okay? Because I know a lot of people wants to come see this match because this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. Nowhere in CAW have you two ever been in the same ring at the same time in a singles environment. But that's about to change. But this contract states whoever wins doesn't have to. You don't have to face a loser ever again for the title. Ever. Okay? So it's one and done. Albritton, you lose, you don't get your rematch. Watson, you lose, you're going to have to live with the decision. Because you get not one, but two opportunities to beat Albritton. Something that no one else has ever done. Not even me. So, Albritton, best believe, you lose this. Man, a lot of people is not going to let you let this one down. Because your family legacy is on the line. So if you don't beat him, then what? You're going to retire. Most likely. We don't know. That's your decision. But as for the third stipulation, if should we see it, because we don't know, should we see a third fall, then we're going to make things a little interesting. Because we already have ladders set in the arena that night anyway. So, why not make the third and deciding fall, we take this world championship that Tyler Watson somehow got possession of. I don't know how he did. We're going to put it in 16 feet in the air. First one that grabs it will win overtime and will be the S&W Heavyweight Champion. So, hopefully that basically decides that we got both your signatures here, so the match is official. Jeffrey Albritton will defend the S&W World title at TakeOver 3 Stages of Hell against Tyler Watson. So, best of luck to... Hey, Albritton, I see that looking... Albritton, don't...